Shalom. Getting this last bit of trash out for the morning. Well, I don't say morning. My apologies for the rest rising. Before I get in here to this donut shop. You know, in 1977, I found the love for the Los Angeles Lakers. The person we were living with in California, that's who they loved. They loved them, the Raiders. But being that was the case, I never really was that fond of Michael Jordan during his actual games and stuff like that. I was usually rooting against him, but I could not see the excellence that was going forth. Couldn't see it. Not see it, I should say. I couldn't ignore it. Couldn't act like it wasn't happening. Couldn't, basically put my mind off that Kareem, though was my favorite player, this man was doing some stuff that I had never seen before. And it basically excited me. And, even though I was rooting against him, I'm like, whoa, this is great. So, that being the case, I got to looking into some of the things and attributes about him. And one of the most amazing things about this man is that he used adversity as fuel. Let somebody say something about him. He found that as motivation to try to go out and basically on the court kill him. He went out there to basically make them miserable. He went about just basically just doing his due, out there on that court and whatever it was, whoever it was. It could be the Olympics, it could be whatever. If he seen any type of slight towards him, he'd use it as fuel. Don't say nothing about Michael Jordan if you don't want him to run off, 30 to 50 points on you. You spoke negative of him and he was coming out basically finna do nothing but bring buck. He would have been hung out the night before, whatever, maybe even had the flu, whatever. And people that was around him would know that basically they like, this dude should be running on fumes, but nope. He would come out there and have an all-time game. Whenever he was against pressure, something basically that should have been adversity towards him, he basically rose. Not just, like rising on his dunks, but he rose to the top of the cream. He basically excelled whenever something like that happened. It was like, wow, this dude is spectacular. Even though I did not like him, I had to like him. And so, I don't know. I don't really know if I have that mindset at times, but, there have been times that, people counted me out and basically I rose, I excelled. And so, I think a lot of times we want comfort. We want to have ease, and we don't want to have the opposition that we have. But sometimes with that opposition, we're capable of bringing out our best, bringing out something in us that we didn't even know that existed. And sometimes, it feels, easy, I guess, to run from confrontation. But if we really, 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 really look at it, a lot of times when we face opposition that we seem to believe is greater than us, and we face it, not run from it, we fight and not flight. Sometimes the best that we've ever had in us comes out, and the next time our capacity is even more than it was before, and we say, man, superhuman, man, the impossible is possible, man. And so I don't know. I don't believe that Michael Jordan believes in the Most High, but I know he has faith in himself. And so just imagine if this man had the focus on Yah and had a belief in Yah, how much more could he get up out of himself? You know, we are made in the image of Yah. And with that being the case, there is so much that is in us that's hidden, that's latent, that has not been exposed and not been revealed. And basically, when it get tapped into, that God gene, that Yah gene that's in us, boom, a breakthrough. Boom, another level. Boom, the excitement, the ability to excel, that super, that heavenly, that extraordinary. All of that comes up out of us. And it's like, man, do we tap into what our fullness is? Because, you know, so often when we go through trauma and stuff like that, we focus on the trauma. And not that we're meeting that trauma and that what's coming out of us and what the ability that we've, you know, basically been able to tap into is ours forever now to tap into again. Man, we made it through that. I'm like, you can see somebody basically run into a house fire, save children, and do so much. And it's like, man, you know, where did that come from? A lot of times that's been there all along. It's been there all along. We aren't just, you know, our moments. We're the victories also that come at the end of those moments. We're the next level that shows up. And if we take advantage and really look at it, we are the excellence of Yah when we endure hardship. And we look to him and trust in him and know that he is not allowing something to happen to us to break us, but to make us stronger, to bring the best up out of us, so that we may reflect him in every moment. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Don't let your tests break you down. Don't let it discourage you. Don't let the things that go wrong discourage you. You're still living. You made it through it. Keep doing Yah's business. And in the end, you'll get the reward. And no, that's not your goal. Your goal is to be with him. And when you make it to being with him, you get every aspect of him. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Shalom. Rest, rise, and enjoy your day. Shalom.